Hello and welcome to the next mystery here on Whisper Sleuth. This is going to be Agatha Christie's Hercule Poirot series involving the first cases. I'm assuming those would be his earlier cases that he took on as a detective. So it's been a really stressful few weeks here in Kentucky. The weather has been terrible. The first EF4 tornado since 1974 passed through, and honestly, I just need a little time to chill and solve some mysteries. So we're going to get straight into this one. What's this?
Oh, thank goodness. Officer, please, come quickly.
Bonjour, mademoiselle. How can I...
It has become a madhouse. Madame has been shouting and cursing all morning. I've never seen her so angry. But what great luck to happen upon you.
Please, try to remain calm. First, may I ask your name?
We don't have time for that. Please, hurry.
Okay, so we have an unnamed woman and an angry madame. Well, this is pretty. Reminds me of like Tuscany or something. I know we're in Brussels, but the Bracelet. Okay.
Mademoiselle, now we are here, I must insist on your name before I can continue any further. I am Officer Hercule Poirot.
I am Elizabeth, but it is the maidservant that we must consider. Forgive me, officer, but are you new to the area?
I stand out so obviously.
I mean no offense, only I have not seen you before. This is a small town, and you learn everyone's faces very quickly.
All right, so we've got a little bit of a small town cozy mystery, maybe.
Very observant of you, mademoiselle. I was recently posted here from the city, and a good thing I'm here now. Let us get to the bottom of this madness you speak of.
All right, talking to characters is essential when gathering evidence. Basic questions are flagged with the question mark icon. Use left click on the question to pose it to Elizabeth. Tell me, what has caused you to become so agitated?
There has been a theft at the house.
Oh no, the bracelet, I'm assuming?
Then I am exactly where I should be, n'est-ce pas?
All right, you can ask questions with the question mark icon. Use click and drag, I'm assuming, to choose your desired topic. Try asking Elizabeth more until you have all that you need. All right. Does the house have any suspicions as to whom is responsible?
Madame Van den Bosch, the lady of the house, believes Fleurette is behind it. I'm afraid I do. I know Madame is confident of Fleurette's guilt, but she wouldn't do such a thing. Surely a burglar is responsible, as Mademoiselle believes.
All right, so Elizabeth does not believe it is Fleurette. Do you have a list of all of the items that have been taken?
It is only one of Mademoiselle Angeline's most valuable bracelets, taken from her room.
Okay.
Then its safe return is of the utmost importance.
Yes, okay.
Merci, mademoiselle. Your assistance has been invaluable.
So we must go question this Fleurette, as well as the Madame of the house. Okay, investigate the grounds for evidence of an intrusion. Yeah, because if someone actually broke in, then it's probably not Fleurette, right? Because she already lives there. Mademoiselle Elizabeth believes... Elizabeth believes a burglary is behind the bracelet's disappearance. If that is the case, there will no doubt be a sign of intrusion. Yes, exactly. Okay, look at this. We've got like a little interface here. Whenever Poirot uncovers an interesting area of investigation, an objective is launched. Here you can see all of the evidence relating to your very first objective. Using the moving mouse to move your cursor, try highlighting each piece of evidence to see Poirot's interpretation of them. Okay, so unknown culprit. There seems to be conflicting ideas of who is behind the missing bracelet. We've got the stolen bracelet, and we've got Elizabeth who reported the theft. Okay, so I'm going to make a prediction just based on how sometimes Agatha Christie novels go. I don't know if they stuck to that with these, but a lot of the times the first character you meet... Oh, actually, I don't want to ruin this, so if you don't want Agatha Christie novels ruined for you, don't listen. Oftentimes the first character you meet is the one who actually committed the crime. So I'm going to pin the crime on Elizabeth, and we're going to see if it ends up being Elizabeth, and we'll see if they stayed true to Agatha Christie writing. Okay. We continue. It's time to find some more evidence. Elizabeth mentioned an intruder, so let's start with a gravel path. Using left click to explore and interact, try finding clues. All right. Let's see. I see footprints. Muddy footprints. Okay. While two sets lead away from the house, only one muddy... Wait. Two sets lead away from the house. Only one muddy set returns. Rather hastily, it seems. Okay, I'm forming thoughts in my head. So you've got one person from the outside who's coming in to help burgle the bracelet with the aid of a person on the inside. A lot of times these mysteries have help from someone behind the scenes, like Elizabeth maybe. Every inspection you make adds evidence to the appropriate place. Press R to view your active objectives. Okay, so R is active objectives. Okay, investigate the grounds. Okay, so cool. So if I need a reminder of what I'm doing, I just press R. And I also end up with more evidence. Let's see. Notice that you didn't roll over muddy footprints to see Poirot's interpretation of them. Where is it? Oh, wow, it's all the way down here. Okay, front of house, muddy footprints. This is only part of the picture. You'll need to explore more of the garden to find out the true nature of what happened. Oh, and we know that Poirot loves gardens. So here we go. All right, so is there anything at the gate? The gate is cracked open, but we can't look at that, I think. Let's go this way. What do we have here? I don't see anything. What's this? Is this something? No? How about this? Quote on a plaque. Ooh, I love me some plaques. In real life, off my game life, I do treasure hunting, where people make clues based on things in the real world, and oftentimes the text that they use as a clue is a plaque on a building that you have to go find and read the plaque to like count the letters on it and see where it's pointing. Okay, anyway, sorry. Little too excited about a plaque. A touching extract taken from Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet, expertly carved on a plaque. All right, the measure done, I'll watch her place of stand, and touching hers make blessed my rude hand. Did my heart love till now, forswear its sight, for I never saw true beauty till this night. I had to memorize Romeo and Juliet in high school. A lot of the scenes. Okay. Try searching the garden lawn. Okay, so it wants me, this is the lawn, no? What do we have here? Water. Waterlogged patch. Why would water be here? This morning's shower must have been heavier than I thought. An intruder stepping here would surely leave evidence elsewhere. Okay, we can make a deduction. Let's see how my deduction skills are. The bracelet. All right, garden lawn. A sizable garden, okay. Quote on a plaque and waterlogged patch. Where's the muddy footprints? Here we go. Does that connect?
Some would say a lucky guess. I would say a moment of genius.
Well, I don't really think that was quite genius, that wetness would cause mud, but it seems the muddy footprints are the result of earlier rain. Okay, so that was our first deduction, teaching us how to make deductions. I hope they get harder. Okay, we've just linked things. We have unlocked a new action as represented by the quote bubble icon. Talk to Elizabeth. Wow, so this is really on the rails. You have to do exactly what this wants you to do, I think. So I'm just going to have to keep checking that. All right, let's go find Elizabeth. Oh, this is a cute well. Hold on. Look at this. That is so cute. So I have a farm in real life, and I would love to have something like this. It reminds me of old Italy, old Europe. I miss it so much. I used to live in Ireland, and I would give... Ooh, this says love. Does this say love? L and E. L, heart, E. Could that be someone, a male's name who begins with an L, and Elizabeth? Could these be the two culprits right here? Someone from the outside whose name starts with L? I wish I had the freedom to like openly ask her about it. All right.
Of course, officer. How can I help?
The footprints on the path are fresh today. Do you know who they belong to?
One set must be mine. I'm to find you. The other set must be Florette's. She was caught in the rain this morning.
Okay, so Florette was caught in the rain this morning. Okay, so the set leaving could be Elizabeth's going to find... That explains the hurried, scuffled nature of the prints. Okay, I'm just going to go with what the game is telling me. Sure. Okay.
Merci, mademoiselle. Your assistance has been invaluable.
All right, this is just the beginning. There's so much more to uncover. Try exploring the rest of the garden, collecting evidence, and making deductions until you're able to solve your first objective. Remember, you can use R to view your objectives and related actions at any time. Okay, I'm just gonna go... Can we close this? But anyway, I'm just going to go off script a little bit and look around here and see if there's anything that I can... Ooh, open window, like this. He's looking up. Look at that. That's so cool. They got the character model to look up. All right.
Ah.
It's an impossible climb to reach it unassisted. The ledge beneath it appears rather precarious. Okay, so how's someone getting up there? Do we need to find a ladder or a rope or something? Okay, so we've got an open window. Let's check this side again. I wonder if I can look at that. Ooh, flower bed. What do we have in the flowers?
Ooh.
Such beautiful flowers. I'm glad to see no one carelessly damaged them. Interesting. So he's really a flower man. Oh yes, bench carving. A declaration of love has been carved into the bench. L loves E. Oh, new conversation unlocked. See, a ladder. Okay. For the window, perhaps? Judging by the condition of this ladder, I wouldn't trust it with my weight. Perhaps a braver man than I perched this elsewhere against the roof. I also just noticed that in the recording, my face is over where Poirot's face is. That was not intentional. But it's kind of funny. Okay. All right. So, side door.
Oh.
It appears to be rusted shut, and if these cobwebs are anything to go by, it hasn't been unlocked in some time. Perhaps they entered another way. Okay, so we can deduce that they have entered through the window with the ladder. Something about L loves E. Let's see. Can I move this around? No, the bracelet. Okay, so that's like... here we go. All right, so I can now talk to Elizabeth. Side door. Here's the open window. Okay, so let's see if I can do this here. Wooden ladder to open window.
Magnifique.
There we go. Okay, that was kind of fun. Okay. I have found no practical or logical way for someone to have reached the window. Perhaps another means of entry was attempted. Yeah, so no scaled access. Yeah, so it's the ladder, right? All right, let's talk to Elizabeth about L and E. Surely Elizabeth, someone who works here, wouldn't be carving up where she works. Carving up a bench.
Of course, officer. How can I help?
All right. Is there a little romance in this house?
Excuse me, officer?
The carving on the bench. Forgive me, I was not suggesting anything untoward.
Oh, of course not. Yes. I suppose there must be.
A little nervous, are we, Elizabeth?
Would you know the identity of the mysterious L and E?
I'm afraid not. Perhaps they were old residents. A pair of star-crossed lovers, perhaps. Madame does not allow distracting staff relationships.
She said a pair of star-crossed lovers. That is a line in Romeo and Juliet. So we have Romeo and Juliet theme carrying on. Oh, I'm loving this so much. This is so fun, using all little like Jeopardy tidbits of knowledge you've gained over the years on these games.
Love is not something that can be harnessed so easily.
Mm-hmm.
That is Madame's rule, and I wouldn't want to be the one that challenges her on it.
She's projecting. Okay.
Merci, mademoiselle. Your assistance has been invaluable.
All right. Oh, I haven't done the front door. Ooh, trellis. I completely missed the trellis. Someone could totally get up there with a trellis. This trellis has been left untouched for quite some time. So maybe not. Probably no one went in through the trellis. Okay, front door. There are no signs of tampering or forced entry. Okay, and it looks like I have a new thing I can look at in here again. All right, where was it? Front door, overgrown trellis, muddy footprints. I have one deduction I can make, but from where? I think the issue is I'm not sure what it's wanting me to connect. I don't know, we're going to keep exploring and see if anything else pops up. It says I have a deduction to make, but not exactly sure what deduction I'm supposed to be making there. Do we have anything else over here that might help with things? I suppose not. I guess I do have to just make a deduction. Well, shoot, none of these seem logical to me, to be completely honest with you. Am I really supposed to link side door and front door?
The pieces of the puzzle are finally coming together.
What? Neither of the external doors have been damaged or show any signs of unwanted visitor. Okay, but why is that evidence? It's not really... Okay. No forced entry. All right, now we have another deduction to make.
This will not get me any closer to...
Not sure here what it's wanting me to go for. Again, although it says that there is a deduction to make, so no forced entry and intruder didn't use the path.
Order and method. That is the way...
Okay, no forced entry and opened window. No, can't do that one.
I should
There we
not
go.
be surprised by my own skills of deduction.
I'm not sure how I feel about this system at this point. Okay, so no forced entry and no scaled access. Link up. I could not find any sign of an unlawful entry into the house. Will I find signs of an intrusion elsewhere in the grounds? Here we go. Okay, no unlawful entry into the house. Okay. So that's that. Okay. What did it say? To see, it says inspect the garden. Alright, well I guess we'll go in here and actually see if there's anything else over here. The well looked like a viewpoint, but there's nothing much really there. What's all this? Got some watermelon maybe? Oh, overgrown grass. Okay. There are no signs of trampling, but it is a shame to see a lawn so unkempt. Clues and evidence are beginning to gather. It would be best that I approach them logically. Okay, well, it says I can talk to Elizabeth again, and then I have more deductions to make. So is this how the game's going to go? You kind of go from scene to scene, going through this kind of experience to try and unravel the mystery? Okay.
Of course, officer. How can I help?
I could not help noticing the unkept lawn. Is there not an employed gardener?
There is, sir. Luke. But he was called away from the house on a personal matter. Rahana, our cook, accompanied him.
Luke. Luke starts with L. Could Elizabeth be Luke's lover? But why would Rahana, the cook, be with Luke? That's kind of scandalous, huh? With no gardener present, there was no one tending to the lawn this morning, but still no sign of anyone stepping across it. With no gardener present, there was no one tending the lawn this morning, but still no sign of anyone stepping across it. Okay.
Merci, mademoiselle. Your assistance has been invaluable.
Is there any way I can link up Luke and... Let's see. Did Luke show up on here? Intruder didn't use the lawn. Overgrown grass. Can these two? No, where is it? The bench? Bench carving. Overgrown
I
grass?
must act on thought and...
See, I want to jump to the conclusion that Luke is the L on the thing. Alright, so intruder didn't use the lawn. Intruder didn't use the path.
What a revelation!
That's pretty straightforward. I could not find signs of an unwanted visitor in the garden. Did someone cover their tracks? Ooh, did someone cover their tracks? No unlawful access through the garden. Okay, so what do I do with no unlawful access through the garden? What do I connect that to? No unlawful, no forced entry, I guess?
I must take
No?
a different approach if I...
Intruder didn't use the lawn.
This will not
No?
get me any...
No, okay, so it's wanting me to connect the two similar things.
Things are beginning to become clear.
Okay, with no obvious signs of a burglar, perhaps I should be looking at those inside for answers. This is not the start I was expecting. There are no signs of intruder at all. There is something amiss. I must remain vigilant and keep my wits about me. That's what I was saying. So Florette, perhaps, could be a suspect there. What if it's Elizabeth and Florette? Because they already live within the house. Okay, so now I have to talk to Elizabeth again. All right, let's talk to Elizabeth and see what she says. Congratulations, you completed your first objective and earned a collectible. For now, continue your investigation by asking Elizabeth for permission to enter the house. All right, I guess we talk to Elizabeth to enter the house.
I have conducted my initial inspection of the house and grounds. It is now necessary for me to speak with those in the house.
Okay.
Of course. Thank you, officer. I'm sure Madame Van den Bosch will be happy to hear the police are investigating.
Okay. I suspect there will be someone inside who will not be as pleased to hear it. All right, so at this point, I believe I should be able to get into the house. Let me check and see if I can save here. Options. I'm just going to hope that it saves. We're just going to hope that it saves, but this is going to be the end of episode 1, my little garden perusal and figuring out how this game works. So the mystery this far is that we are trying to figure out who burgled the Madame's bracelet and kind of suss out who it could be from within the house since no one came from outside of the house. So far, my little gray cells are not working crazy hard beyond just point and clicking on different viewpoints to look at. No puzzles really to solve yet, so I'm still waiting on that, but we are just going to have to wait and see how the rest of this mystery pans out. So that is it for me today, guys. If you are looking for a completed mystery game Let's Play, I have one available on the channel right now. It is Nancy Drew and the Captive Curse, which is about a monster in a castle in Germany, which was really a lot of fun to play. So yeah, that is it for me. I will see you in the next episode where we head into the main house. I hope you all are enjoying your games, and I will see you all in the next episode.